I'd like to introduce Roberto Viola from the Directorate General for Communications Networks at the European Commission. Mr. Viola, what are your thoughts from Brussels on this?
Thanks very much, and thank you for inviting me to this very interesting panel. We think that the recovery plan is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Europe. If you consider the scale of the intervention, and when you look at, for instance, the obligation for each member state in the recovery plan to invest 20% of the resources in digital, we are talking at European scale of something like 150 billion euros that will be invested in digital in 2 years. This more or less corresponds to 70 years of EU budget in digital investments. So this gives the scale of once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This gives the message, this is not business as usual. I must say that the cooperation with the Greek authorities is excellent, and I really would like to thank the Greek government for understanding the importance of digital and from coming forward with good ideas, and we are working in a very good team spirit. But there's a lot that needs to be done quickly. And what I think is very important is that we concentrate on the 4 key priorities for the recovery plan, which are giving connectivity to every citizen and business and public administration and hospitals to a scale which is unprecedented. Connectivity is the glue of our society. I don't need to tell you, I mean, after the pandemic, it's so clear, during the pandemic and after the pandemic, it's so clear. And connectivity will change the world. You were commenting about the possibility to work in a nice place and at the same time being at the center of very economic activity. So that's the scale of a change that comes with advanced connectivity. And that is one of the pillars of the recovery plan for us. The other one is scaling up the industry and services with new technologies, such as artificial intelligence, big data, computing. And if you take, for instance, the strong point of the Greek economy, like tourism or logistics, I mean, if you take tourism, imagine what is the next dimension of tourism, with much more visibility of Greek offer around the world and the blending of the virtual and real experience. These are things which are possible and increase immensely the efficiency of the touristic offers and the reach. And then the third pillar for digital is people. I think Greece has an enormous potential in terms of human capital, and I really like the Rebrain project from Greece, which is about attracting the skilled and very prominent researchers in digital technology around the world that are of Greek nationality, but not only, I mean, Greek, but Greece can be really an hub of really high intellectual quality when it comes to digital technologies. But I mean, there must be a profound transformation of the education system, and especially a restructuring of the offer of the higher education. And then, and I would say last but not least, the administration. To attract investment, the administration has to be efficient. The administration should be seen as a platform where services are offered to business and citizens. And there's no efficient digital administration without reforms. That's why, and it was commented in the previous panel, reform and digitization, they go hand in hand. An efficient justice system means a digitized system, but also with new and renewed procedures that make, I mean, the exercise of justice fast and effective. An efficient healthcare system is a digitized system, and Greece has done a lot already, and more can be done. So I think really I see a lot of good will. At the same time, we have to admit that in our early days index, which measures the advancement in digital economy, Greece is not doing well. In spite of the investments done in the past, probably because those investments were insufficient or because maybe the focus was not enough. I completely agree with what was said in the previous panel, that is extremely valid for digital. The business sector has to be involved. If there's good leverage of business investment, let's say 1 billion investment in digital can become 10 billion into the economy. So a leverage by 10 is possible and necessary. Which doesn't mean that, there should be a gigantic transfer of public funds to few multinationals. There we have to be very attentive that the funding in digital are going to the Greek people and not, around the world. So focus on people, focus on delivery, focus on results will be very important.